Yes, pot gang, it's Steve here. Today we're going to be checking in on our lemon chilies, our green zebra tomatoes, and our thyme from April's box. So last month we thinned out the thyme. They're still just ticking along. They are still going to look a little bit spindly. That's okay. We're just going to keep watering them, monitoring them, and we'll check back in a couple weeks' time. I've already repotted one of my green zebra tomatoes, as you can see here. But today we're going to be repotting our lemon chilies because they look like they're ready to move home. I've got one small pot ready to move the strongest plant, which I think is the middle one here. So I'm gonna grab some soil, make sure it's nice and moist, and then we're gonna repot it. Once I've finished repotting Levi, our lemon chili, I'm gonna hand you over to Candice, who's gonna show you how to repot our green zebras. Now grab your small pot and fill it with compost. Make sure to break down any clumpy bits as you go. Fill it all the way to the top. And then what I like to do is get my hand and make a little pod-sized incision that I can gently feed our lemon chili into. Right, now the hard bit. I like to gently squeeze the outsides. Be careful not to hold the stem. And then I'm just gonna try and tip this out. Hopefully, it will look a little bit like this. And then we're just gonna gently place Levi into his new home. You want to pinch off the bottom two leaves, and then I like to add some compost just to keep him propped up. If your soil's a little bit dry, make sure to give him a little bit of a water so that he gets comfortable with his new home. And then, like the seeding process, we're going to let the soil dry out and then re-water again, and then dry out and re-water. And that's Levi repotted. If you have some stickers, make sure to pop them on so that you remember who he is, and then we'll check back in a couple weeks' time. If you have the space and the compost, you can repot your extra Levi's, but if you also need some extra soil and pots, you can get them on the website. Right, now that that's Levi repotted, I'm gonna hand you over to Candice, who's gonna show you how to repot Golda, the green zebra tomato.
Thanks, Steve. Hello, pot gangers. Today, I'm going to repot Golda, the tomato. She's lovely and strong now in this pot, and yours might be coming through the bottom. Mine isn't yet, but she's ready to go in a bigger home. So I've got a nice big pot here with a saucer, and I'm going to fill the pot with this soil. Breaking up clumps as I go, as usual. Have a look. So I'm going to try very hard not to touch Golda's stem, if I can help it. Oh, she's got some good roots there. All those little hairs on her stem are roots, so try not to touch them as much as you possibly have to. She's getting a bit battered in this wind. When I repotted her into this pot, I took off the bottom two leaves, so I won't do it again in this pot. Poor Golda doesn't like this wind at all. I know she should be outside now, but I can't risk leaving her out here. Some of my honeycomb tomatoes got snapped off when they were outside, so I'm not going to risk it with her. She'll be fine indoors on the window ledge for a little while. There we go. I'm not going to add any more water to my pot because my soil is very, very wet. Look at this wind. Look, everything's blowing away. There you are. I've got her pot marked. Golda's stem will need support, and you also need to water her regularly, about the same amount every time you water her. If you don't, then the fruits tend to split as they grow. She's going to have to go indoors because of all this wind. They can stay indoors, and as soon as we get some nice sunny weather, which is what they need, I'll move them back into the garden again. And we'll report back and let you know how they're getting on.